Aniki? Aniki! I nearly jumped from my seat as a voice echoes loudly right next to my ear. Whoa, what? I finally noticed Aki standing right in front of me, arms crossed and pouting. You were spacing out again. I've been trying to get your attention for almost a full minute now. Sorry, I guess I'm a little out of it. Aki sighs, rubbing the back of his neck. A little? I had to scream in your ear for you to finally notice I'm here. And you have a good hearing to begin with. Yeah, about that. Next time ease up on the screaming, will ya? My ears are still ringing. I swear I can only hear buzzing coming from my left ear. That's your fault for spacing out right in the middle of the living room. He looks up at the clock on the wall, pursing his lips. Why are you up so early anyway? Your match is only at 9. Right now, it's just 6:30. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I can tell. Your eyes are really red. Wait, seriously? I walk up to the television, staring at my reflection on the dark screen. Ugh. Even on this super dark screen, I can tell that my eyes are really red. You should try to at least take a nap. I have less than 3 hours before my match. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Better than going to a match suffering from sleep deprivation. But then I'd risk being late. I'll wake you up if it comes to it. It's not like I have anything else to do today anyway. Ah, there it is. Aki is now sulking again, holding his arms tightly against his body and looking down at his feet. Unfortunately, while I got all the way to the semifinals without much problem, Aki lost yesterday at the quarterfinals. Well, at least now I get to watch you play live. Every dark cloud has a silver lining after all. I can tell that he's only saying that to try and sound positive. But it's easy to see that he's still dejected by it. He's even more competitive than I am, if that's at all possible. I walk up to my little brother, hugging him close to my chest. I'm sorry you didn't make it today too, Aki. But don't let it get to you, okay? I promise you're still gonna improve a lot. Aki stays silent, merely shifting a bit in my arms, his head pressed up against my chest. I softly stroke his back and rub behind his ears, trying to fulfill my part as the gentle big brother who takes care of his little sibling. It's something that I've done for all of my life, and frankly, I enjoy doting on Aki. I used to do this a lot back when we were kids. Whenever he'd get sad about our dad being gone, I'd hug him and sing to try and get him to sleep. But of course, the last time I did this was... God, 6 years ago? Time really flies. After nearly a minute has passed, Aki shifts again. His voice echoes from below my head, tiny and muffled. Aniki? Yeah? I speak at a low voice, trying to sound gentle and encouraging. I can't breathe. Whoa! I immediately pull away from him, lifting my arms up in the air. Aki coughs a few times, leaning against the wall for support. Sorry, I guess I squeezed too hard. The squeezing wasn't the problem. You pushed my head against your chest. You plucked my nose and mouth. Sorry. It's fine. Aki sighs, straightening himself back up again. Thanks for trying to cheer me up. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, but I used to do that a lot when you were little. I remember. He has a wistful, content look on his face. His tail is even wagging a little. Guess you have a better memory than I gave you credit for. Not really. It's just bits and pieces. I have terrible memory, actually. Most of it is fuzzy. Either way, that really doesn't matter right now. Just get in your room and try to take a nap. I'll make sure to wake you up in time for you to get ready. All right. I'll try. And thanks, Aki. Of course. That's what little brothers are for. The sound of knocking echoes through the living room, snapping me out of my daze. I'll get it. Aki shouts from the kitchen and runs towards the entry hallway. I've already finished preparing to leave a while ago, but I guess I've been sitting around in a daze since then. I tried psyching myself up, to mixed results. Guess I just started spacing out again after that. How long has it been anyway? The sound of chatter echoes from the entrance hall, but I don't really pay any attention. Wait, chatter? I turn around only to be greeted by the sight of my friends walking through the front door. I told you he'd still be here. I'm perplexed. Shouldn't it be common sense to arrive early when you have a match? Common sense? You do know it's Yuichi we're talking about here, right? Good morning, Yuichi-san. Well, at least someone bothered to actually greet me. I wave at them, trying my best to hide my surprise at suddenly seeing them all in my house. Yeah, good morning. Don't mind me asking, but what are you guys doing here? I thought we agreed to meet at the venue. Oh, yeah, we did agree to meet up there. In fact, we set things up so we'd meet a half an hour ago. What? No way. Our matches start in 20 minutes. If you don't want to get disqualified, I really suggest we hurry. Shuichi-san was starting to get worried since you weren't showing up, so I suggested we come over to pick you up. Well, aren't you guys nice? Wait, where's Saya, by the way? She didn't want to come with? Oh, she did. His voice was almost somber. Did something bad happen? Not bad per se. She was flying off the rails because you hadn't arrived yet and kept saying that it was typical of you to be late, yada yada yada. I eventually suggested she try to barter some extra time for you with the officials while we would come over to pick you up. That way I could avoid her putting your head through a wall. Yikes. Well, that's more or less the situation. Now, I would love not to be late to my own match, so I'd really like to ask you to come with us already. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought for sure I'd be leaving the house 10 minutes ago. Jeez, I really need to get it together, don't I? We might have to run a bit if we want to make it on time. Run? Do we really have to? You don't. Yuichi-san and I, on the other hand, really do. It's alright if you guys want to run ahead. I can accompany Kobayashi-kun if he's not up to it. No, I'll be fine. I just didn't know there would be running involved. Look on the bright side. At least you'd be getting some exercise. We managed to get to the venue about 5 minutes before the start of the matches. I think I got quite a bit of a warm-up from this. We made it. Well, thank God. If I had gotten a match loss because we were late, I swear I'd kill Yuichi-san. No, there's no need for violence. Yeah, we got here on time. Chill. How can you be so relaxed after nearly getting us disqualified? Well, luckily for me, here comes someone that can knock some sense into your head. Huh? What are you talking about? You stupid ass! Suddenly, someone grabs my shoulders, spinning me around violently and hollering so loudly in my ears that I fear I might go deaf. What the hell do you think you're doing? Are you trying to make me sick with worry? Are you? Saya-chan, settle down. She's shaking me so hard that I'm already seeing stars. My whole vision goes blurry and I can barely make out the shapes right in front of my face. I'd wager that my brain is bouncing around inside my skull as if it were a pinball machine. Getting dizzy. I feel like I might throw up. Alright, I think that's enough, Saya-chan. Saya completely ignores him and continues shaking me like an empty ketchup bottle. Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Is this what you're doing? no, I just lost track of time, Sai-chan. I'm feeling really sick. All right, Sai-chan, I'm serious. This has gone far enough. If you keep shaking him like that, he's gonna puke all over you. As if she were snapping out of, I don't know, primal rage? Either way, as if she were snapping out of it, Saya blinks, looking between the two of them. Oh, I didn't see you guys there. Seriously? We've been standing here the whole time. I guess he'd never witnessed Saya throwing up a storm before, huh? That's phrased weirdly. She's not throwing up. I need to lie down. Sorry, no time for that. Your match starts at 9 and it's now 8:58. You have got to be kidding me. There's no way I can play like this. My head is still spinning around. I can barely even stand up. Well, maybe this will jog you awake. Haha, very funny. Well, at least your sense of humor is still intact. Oh, I just noticed. Where's Kobayashi-kun? Wasn't he with you guys? He got left behind when we ran over here. Akiyoshi-kun stayed with him. That's really nice of him. Yeah, well, you know my brother. Always aiming to please. Maybe someone should take that as an example. I'm gonna choose to ignore that. Suit yourself. Well, I'm gonna hurry over to my court. I still need to change clothes. I'll talk to you guys later. Same here. Good luck, Yuichi. Kei-kun. Don't worry. The three of us will do just fine. Kei-kun, I'll see you in the finals. We fist bump each other. I wish I were as confident as you are, but I'll try. I'm not going down without a fight, that's for sure. You guys will be fine. You three are the uncontested best of the prefecture. How long has it been since someone's come even close to beating any of you? Well, I'm not Yuichi-san. My matches are a lot closer than his. Shuichi shrugs. You'll be fine. Just do your best. As if I wasn't going to do that already. The two of them stare at each other for a few seconds, smiling. I turn around to head off, but after taking one single step... Wait! Jun and Aki run up to us in a hurry. Jun is panting heavily, and as soon as he stops, his whole body curves forward, leaning on his own knees. Aki, on the other hand, has yet to even break a sweat. Seeing a 12-year-old in better shape than one of my classmates makes me a little sad. Wait, you can't go off without me. Our matches are about to start, you know. I know. Just... He takes a deep breath and... Good luck, Yuichi-san! I instantly jump back, covering my ears against the assault of this loud, booming voice. Jun, settle down. Oh, sorry. Guess I got over-enthusiastic. I'll say. There are a bunch of people staring at us. I suddenly feel awkward standing here. Oh, so Yuichi-san is the only one that gets a good luck from you, huh? What? You didn't even think of me either. No, that's not what I... Don't worry about it. We're just teasing you. I'm not. Kei-kun ignores her, putting a hand on Jun's shoulder and giving him a few gentle pats on the back. Alright, we're already running late. Gotta have to hurry. Same here. I'm gonna be switching over your courts to cheer on all of you. And yes, even you, Urushihara. Keisuke smiles, nodding at him. It's not like I'd expect you to be there, but sure, shoot yourself. I run over to my assigned court as fast as I can. I'm already 2 minutes late by the time I arrive, but luckily I get there just before the officials declared a match loss. Guess you managed to get here on time. Jeez, the officials usually ask the other player if he's okay with waiting for his opponent to arrive. If he's not, then he gets an automatic win. I get that winning is important and everything, but this guy was ready to give me a match loss over a couple minutes of delay? Just give me 1 second to get ready. At least I managed to change my shirt on the way over. Now I just need to check the strings on my rackets and... Okay, all set. I get in place as fast as I can, trying not to delay everything any further. At least running over here already counts as warming up. Alright, it's time for me to do this. I take a deep breath and ready myself. I see an opportunity to return a straight shot onto the open court and strike the ball with as much power as I can muster. It hits the court and slides away. My opponent doesn't even come close to reaching it. The bull just stands there, panting and looking at the ball in a daze. Game, set, and match. Won by Michimiya. Count 6-2, 6-0. Wow, this match was pretty fast. It must be some kind of record. It didn't even take me an hour. I walk up to the net to shake hands with my opponent, who simply looks up at me with a sour expression and grumbles something incoherent. Nice game. Well, can't help you there, buddy. I put my things back into my bag and hurry out of the court. I'm welcomed by the smiles of my little brother and June. Nice game, Aniki. You were awesome as always. Yeah, that last ball especially. It just went zoom and went out of his reach. It was pretty fun to watch. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself. Shoichi been around recently? Yeah, he said Saya-san was doing well on her match, but... Yeah? Apparently, Urushihara-san is losing. What? Without even thinking, I dash over to his court as fast as I can. Wait, Aniki, wait up! I hear their voices fading away as I continue to leave them behind. I hear the sounds of the ball before I even reach their court. I can see Shoichi standing way too close to the fence, clenching his fists around the metal link so hard that his entire arm is shaking. I'm surprised the thing isn't getting crushed. Shoichi? His look softens somewhat as he turns to look at me, but I can see the irritation clearly plastered on his face. Yuichi, your match is finished already? I take a second to catch my breath. Running all the way to the other side of the club after a match still leaves me a little winded. Yeah, I won, of course. But June told me things aren't going well at this end, so I rushed over here. Did you at least inform the desk clerks of the result? No, but I can do that after this match ends. He nods, turning his head back to the game. When I look at the two guys playing, the difference is immediately obvious. Keisuke is running ragged, desperately trying to keep up with the other player's assault. It's like a cannon firing repeatedly against the wall, the cracks quickly beginning to show. And by the time I got here, it had already evolved from cracks to full-blown demolition. What's the score? Right now it's 5-2 on the second set. The other guy won the first one by 6-3. Meaning that Keisuke has been getting overwhelmed from the get-go? But how? I knew he was good. My gut feeling told me that this guy was good. Ever since we met him out on the streets that day, I've been watching multiple videos of him, but... I could never imagine that he was this good. It takes some serious skill to take Keisuke down, let alone this easily. None of his strategies have worked. At most, he could force a rally to go on for a little longer, but the other guy would either run him out of the point or just break through with brute strength. The sound of the fence's links shaking echoes. I look down to see Shoichi gripping even tighter. God damn it, Urushihara. Don't you dare lose like this. Have some pride. God, Shuichi looks really scary right now. He probably doesn't even notice that he's talking out loud. Seeing Keikun losing affected him by this much? I never expected that. Come on. You can do this. You bastard, you can't lose here. You're better than this. I can't tell whether he's rooting for him or not. Aki and June catch up to us, with the tiger looking like he's about to drop to the floor from exhaustion. Sorry it took so long. I couldn't leave Kobayashi-san behind. Thanks, Aki. How bad is... One particular shot echoes much louder than the rest. Keisuke's opponent, Yuya-kun, just smashed a ball that Keisuke couldn't control and ended up returning too high. The shot hits the ground with force, leaving Keikun completely incapable of reacting. 45, Jesus Christ, I can read numbers. 40-15. Match point. No! The mood grows more and more somber as we watch both players return to their positions to resume play. Match point. If Keikun allows his opponent to score again, he loses. Urushihara-san can't lose like this, right? Damn. Come on, Urushihara, get a grip. The Akita throws his ball high into the sky and serves. It's a fast, wide slice that aims to jump away from the court. Come on, Keikun, you can get it. He barely managed to reach the ball in time, tapping it over to the other side and keeping it as close to the lines as he can, returning the ball to his opponent's backhand. The Akita runs to the ball and... He's going around it? Yuya-kun runs around the ball, putting himself in a position to return the ball with his forehand. He hits a fast, flat shot to the other side of the court and... Even with his speed, Keisuke is nowhere near the ball by the time it bounces. No way! The crowd goes quiet for a second, absorbing everything that just happened. The umpire opens his mouth to make the call. Game, set, and match. Won by Kokonose. Kokonose? Count 6-3, 6-2. The crowd erupts in cheers, clapping and screaming words of praise to the victor. Meanwhile, the four of us stand in place, frozen in shock. Keisuke just lost? In his first year as a high school student, he already established himself as the second best player in our prefecture. A guy like that just lost to some no-name first-year player? Damn it! Shuichi kicks the fence in frustration. Whoa, calm down there, big guy. He grumbles something incoherent and continues to glare at nowhere. Come on, guys. We have to at least try to stay positive when he comes out, okay? You know Urushihara. No matter what we do or say, he's going to be down. I nod, trying to think of something I can do to cheer him up. Here he comes. I walk over to the court's exit. Yuya-kun has already left a while ago, not even bothering to linger around. Good thing he didn't notice us. I don't know if I'd be in a good mood to have a conversation with him if he tried to talk to me again. Keisuke slowly walks over to the exit, looking down at the floor with a complicated expression the whole time. At first, he only sees our feet, but when he looks up and notices our faces, he finally reacts. His eyes look distant and tired. Even though I'm looking for a clue as to how he feels, any kind of clue, he merely looks away with a painful, neutral expression. I guess it was too much to hope that you guys wouldn't have watched that, huh? Keisuke-san. This is the first time June's called him by his first name. Keisuke doesn't fail to notice that, his eyes immediately snapping towards the tiger. Hey, don't give me that face, okay? But, I'm really sorry that... June chokes up a bit. He's not good at consoling people, and frankly, it shows. Jeez, seriously, Cheer up a bit, okay? It's just a tennis match. There will be dozens of other matches in my career, and it's not like I can win every single one. Kei-kun smiles widely to show that he's not upset. Oh, is that so? It's obvious. It's painfully obvious to anyone. Keisuke's smile is strained, forced. He's not wrong. This is just a tennis match. There will be many others to come. If he were to feel down after each and every loss, then he'd be burdening himself too much. But none of that matters. Feelings aren't logical. No one likes to lose. The frustration you feel after defeat, it's the same no matter who you are. If you're a rank amateur or a professional, I'm sure that the frustration someone feels after losing is always the same. As long as you truly love something, there's no way you wouldn't be frustrated by defeat. Not bothering to say another word, Keisuke walks past us. I want to say something to him. I should say something to him. But I don't have the right. Who am I to encourage him after a tough loss when I've been sulking about mine for years now? The score. The score doesn't always tell how a match went. Even if the score seems lopsided, the match could have still been a close one. But this isn't the case. Just seeing how that last point went, I could already tell. Keisuke was toyed with the whole match. He never had a chance. He was just forced to keep playing and watching as his chances of victory were taken away from him. In tennis, there's no such thing as a certain victory. Anyone can have a chance. At least that's what my father used to tell me. But how can I say something like that to him after seeing how his match went? Urushihara! Shuichi calls out to him, and the hair stops dead in his tracks. He doesn't turn around, keeping his back to us the whole time. What is it? His voice comes out shakier than before. Are you going to be alright? Keisuke's body shifts. He puts an arm on his waist and begins slowly shaking his head. Oh God, not you too. What? Don't start with the sappy melodrama and pretend that you're worried about me. It's creepy. What? Completely taken aback by his response, Shuichi freezes on the spot, unable to do or say anything. If you guys will excuse me, I need some time alone to think. Keisuke walks up to a nearby bench and plops himself down, grabbing a towel from his back and putting it over his head. He leans forward on his seat, the towel covering his head in a way that I can't see his face. I can't see what it looks like. Keisuke-san, are you sure you don't want us to keep you company? Yeah, I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Go watch Mizoguchi-san's match or something. I don't care. Just get out of my hair. Oh, right. Keisuke's words are sharp. Sharp enough to make Jun instantly give up on offering him support. Truthfully, I can't come up with anything to say either. What is there to even say? Aniki? Aki grabs the sleeve of my shirt, tugging on it to grab my attention. Shouldn't you say something? He whispers to me, his eyes full of worry. I shake my head in negative. I don't have any right to cheer him up right now. And honestly, I don't think I could. There's nothing that I could say to him, as his friend or as his rival. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shuichi shaking. When I turn to look at him, I see him with clenched fists and gritted teeth. His hands are clenched so tightly that they shake violently, and I fear that he could puncture his palm with his claws. Before I can get any words out, Shuichi begins walking towards the hair with heavy, pounding steps. You little bastard. He grabs Keisuke by the collar of his shirt and lifts him up, leaving the hair hovering a few centimeters above his seat. Keisuke rushes to stabilize himself, planting his feet firmly on the ground and moving his arms to support himself against the bench. I'm amazed that his shirt hasn't ripped from being grabbed and tugged like that. Even if his initial reaction was that of shock, Keisuke is quick to compose himself. What the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you? Me? What's wrong with you? You got your pride hurt because you got beaten like a chump and now you're gonna lash out on us? And I'm being creepy? How dare you, you little ungrateful prick? Finally regaining my senses, I rush over to the two to try and defuse the situation. Shuichi, that's enough. Let him get... As soon as I place my hands on his shoulders, Shuichi moves his arm to push me aside. I can tell that he's holding himself back. Otherwise, I probably would have planted my ass firmly on the ground. This doesn't concern you, Yuichi. Fuck off. His eyes don't even move a little bit towards my direction. They continue to stare at Keisuke's eyes, unmoving. What little I can see of Keisuke's face, since most of it is blocked by Shuichi's towering figure, shows me a snide look. Oh, please. You? Worried about me? Don't make me laugh. I don't need that kind of thing from you. Our relationship isn't like that. And yeah, I don't care about your sympathy. I don't want it. You can go shove it somewhere else. Stop being such a bitch. We're just trying to help you cheer up. There was no need for you to talk to us like that, especially Jun-kun. I don't care. I don't need your help. Shuichi pauses for a second, tightening his grip around Kei-kun. For a split second there, I'm sure that he's going to punch him. Instead, he lets him go and takes a step back. Fine. You don't want sympathy? Then that's fine. Here's what I really think of your pissy little attitude. You're trying to pretend you're fine, that you don't need our help and you don't want us around. Don't make me laugh. It's so obvious that you're hurting. It's so obvious that it's actually kind of disgusting. Shuichi-san? I put a hand in front of Jun, trying to silently tell him to just watch. He does as instructed and quiets down. I don't think interrupting these two is a good idea right now. Plus, I kind of have a feeling about what Shuichi is trying to do. I think I'll just trust him on this. Huh? Who are you calling disgusting? You, of course. What are you planning on doing now? Mope around like a loser? No one needs a sad sack. Get yourself together already. This is pathetic. Anyone would be down after a loss. What are you talking about? Not you. What's with those dead eyes of yours that look like they've been already given up? I've never seen such a pathetic look on your face before. It irritates me. You've never been the type to get down after a loss. You always use it to prop yourself forward. Moping around? Lashing out? Don't screw with me. That's not you and you know it. You don't even know me all that well. Oh, please. We might not be the greatest of friends, but I've been spending almost all of my days with you since we met. I've seen you lose plenty of times before, and I've never seen you getting down. Annoyed? Sure. But down? Never. So pull yourself together already. This isn't the Urushihara I've come to respect. They both glare at each other for a few more seconds. My heart feels like it might pop from the tension. If I'm wrong and this goes badly, I don't want to have to deal with a fist fight between my friends. But then the impossible happens. Kei-kun sits himself back down, sighing out loud. Fine. I see what you're trying to say. I think this is the first time since we've met that you've spoken to me like this. Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't blow up on you sooner. You really are a pain to deal with. Same here. God, you're so insufferable. I can see the corner of Keisuke's mouth curving up in a half smile. Was I right? Come on. We don't need to deal with this right now, and I need to cool off. Shuichi walks up to us, opening his arms and hurrying us away from Keisuke. What about Keisuke-san? I don't want to deal with his annoying ass right now. If you're not coming, then I'll leave you here. Shuichi turns around to leave. I'm coming! I continue to stand in place, my eyes fixated on Keisuke as the other two walk away. Aki tugs on my sleeves again, looking up at me in confusion. Aniki, should we go with them? I look at Keisuke one last time. Even if it's faint, I can see his shoulders shaking a little bit. These two, they really can't be honest with each other, can they? It should be obvious what Shuichi was actually doing, and Keisuke knows what he was doing, yet they won't admit it. They really are birds of a feather when it comes to this. Yeah. Let's leave Kei-kun alone for now and go with the others. Hey, Shuichi, wait up! It takes us a bit of running, but we manage to catch up with Shuichi next to the service desk. Jeez, did he have to go all the way to the center of the venue? Jesus, slow down a little. Look at Jun, he can barely catch his breath. I'm fine. You don't look fine. I'm fine. Whoa, Yakiyoshi-kun. Why are there two of you? Actually, is he? Is he stumbling on his feet? I stand corrected. He's the picture of health. I guess I did exaggerate a little. I just needed to get away from that idiot. You could really do with some self-control, you know. Did you really have to tear into him in public? No. I guess I did just let my anger get the better of me. I hate when people act all defeated and mopey instead of just doing something about it. I snapped. Sorry. I don't think that's what it was about. What do you mean? I think you're just coming up with an excuse because you don't want to admit that you were trying to look out for him. What? That's ridiculous. I despise Urushihara. I was just looking for a chance to yell at him for a bit. So you say, but I think you were just pretending to do that when, in reality, you were trying to cheer him up with some tough love. What? That's... I mean... Nuh-uh. Oh, this is gonna be good. Aki pulls Jun a few steps back with a smile plastered on his face. I decide to pay them no mind. Yeah-huh. At no moment did you insult him. All you did was tell him that he wasn't acting like himself and tried to encourage him. I would never. You two really can't be honest about how much you care for each other, huh? Shut up! Shokun, you're such a tsundere. I try to imitate a cutesy boyish voice. It comes off all weird and raspy, but it does its job. And Shuichi turns an even darker shade of red. Shut up! And seeing him look so flustered is absolutely hilarious. He's so adorable when he's trying to hide his embarrassment. I think I already know the answer to this question, but have these two always been like this? Oh, yeah. For as long as I can remember. They've always acted like an old married couple. Although the roles have kind of reversed from when I was little. Really? What do you mean? Well... Aki, shut up! We both speak in unison, cutting him off before Aki can get any further in his story. Ah! Fine. While Jun is completely caught off guard by our sudden reaction, Aki is incredibly nonchalant about it, not one bit surprised or upset by it. Jeez, I feel so out of whack all of a sudden. You do? I'm the one who just played a full match. Oh, please. Your match didn't even last an hour. Which reminds me, don't you have to relay the results to the officials? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll be right back. It doesn't take me more than 5 minutes to inform them of the results and then get to the time for my next match. It looks like we're scheduled to play at 2 p.m. A bit later than on previous years where the finals would be at noon. I guess they expect more people to come watch if they schedule it after lunch. Though that also means I get to eat something before the match, so overall I'm pretty happy about it. Now I just need to catch an early lunch so I won't be digesting my food by the time I get to play. That'd be a nightmare. Huh? I get back to the spot where Shuichi, Aki, and Jun were standing, and... only Jun is here? Hey, where are the other two? They went over to Mizoguchi-san's court to watch her match. I told them I'd stay around to tell you about it. That's kinda heartless that they just abandoned me here. Don't be so dramatic. They just went to a nearby court. Plus, it's not like we left without telling you where we went. I stayed behind to keep you informed. Yeah, I'll thank you for that. The other two, though... I really think you're overthinking it. Easy for you to say. You rarely think. Anything can be considered overthinking to you. Hey, did you just call me dumb? What? No, I called you simple. Simple? Is that considered an offensive thing to call someone? No. Oh, okay. His gullibility hurts. Let's just hurry to where the others are. Sure. Where's the court? You didn't ask them what court the match was being held at? No, I thought you knew. I sigh, rubbing the bridge of my nose and counting to 10. I'll go check at the information counter. Give me a sec. Okay. Luckily, Sai's match is taking place in a nearby court, so it doesn't take us very long to get there. Kei-kun, I'm surprised to see you here. Keisuke waves unexcited at us. He seems so... listless. Still feeling bad? Of course. I'm not gonna pick myself up in 20 minutes. But I have better things to do than mope. Yeah, that's the spirit. If you say so. Honestly, I was also surprised to see him here. I thought he just crawled into a hole to die after the humiliating defeat he had. Shuichi, could you please not talk about me as if I wasn't here? With how apathetic and silent you're being, you might as well not be here. Could you two just stop it for 1 minute? Sorry. They never learn, do they? Aki, how's the match going? Unlike the other two, Aki had his eyes glued to the game the whole time, watching it like a hawk. It's no surprise, really, that an aspiring player would want to watch a player of Sai's caliber. Sai-san's winning. Quite comfortably, actually. She took the first set 6-3 and she hasn't dropped a single game in the second set. I take a look at the scoreboard and see that the second set is currently 4-0. Wow, is every single semifinal match being super one-sided today? Seems so. Keisuke's voice is cold and detached. I can instantly tell that I've stepped on his toes. Sorry. It's fine. He sighs, rubbing his nose with his eyes closed and his brows furrowed. He does this for a few seconds before turning his attention back to the game. Mizoguchi-san is a remarkable player, though. I don't often get the chance to see her playing seriously. Is she really that different from practice? Oh, for sure. She's the type that can't really give her all if it's not do or die. Yeah, Saya's always been the type to thrive under pressure. The higher the stakes, the better she does. Whenever she has her back against the wall is when she's more dangerous. That's the worst kind of player to face. You're also like that sometimes, Yuichi-san. I am? It used to be like that. It used to be that you were like that all the time, but someone's been slacking off the past few years. I can't really refute that. Saya shoots a fast slice that quickly escapes from her opponent's reach, winning her the point. Game count, 5-0. If she keeps this pace, it won't take much longer to leave the results for this match. To have the results, whatever. Honestly, if her opponent lasts another 5 minutes, I'll be surprised. By the way, Aniki, what time is your next match? 2 p.m. We'll have time to have lunch before that. You'll have to make it an early lunch, then to avoid indigestion and other problems in the middle of the match. Don't worry, Mom. I've already thought of that. As long as you're taking care of yourself, dear. These two are weird sometimes. Tell me about it. You've seen nothing. It used to be so much worse. Will the opinionated audience please shush and get back to watching the match? Aye, Your Majesty. Aki does an exaggerated bow to mock me, eliciting a chuckle from both Jun and Keisuke. Aki-kun, you're still such a cute kid. Shuichi starts to pull on Aki's cheeks, making him immediately go red and try to push the bigger dog away. Where did that come from? Stop it! Shuichi continues to tease him, tormenting my little brother and watching him frolic in place, trying to push his hand away. I won't say anything anymore. Please stop. Aki might not want to admit it, but he actually enjoys being fawned over by Shuichi like this. He's only reacting like this because he's embarrassed that other people are seeing it. A very cute child indeed. Okay, Shuichi, I think that's enough. If you tease him any more than that, his head might explode. That's the only reason you're stopping him? Yep. Too bad, Aki-kun. Your big bro is already my partner in crime. No! I put a hand on top of his head and pet him gently. Honey, not you too. Shuichi and I both have so much fun toying with Aki that we completely stopped paying attention to the match. Hey guys, how much of the match did you... Wait, what are you guys doing? Saya walks up on us as Shuichi is holding Aki's arms up and I'm tickling his stomach. Only then do I realize that her match is already over, and that Jun and Keisuke both distance themselves from us, and that people are watching. Shuichi seems to realize the same thing as he quickly puts Aki down and moves away from him, clearing his throat. I straighten myself up, trying to appear serious again. So, where were we? Aki-kun? Yeah? Aki adjusts himself, looking down to try and hide his embarrassed face. Do you need me to call the police on these two perverts? What? Huh? Honestly, what are you two thinking doing that to a kid in the middle of a public place? What the hell do you think the people seeing this would think? Sorry, we just didn't think. You two never think. Never? Isn't that a little harsh? It's fine. I'm already used to this anyway. See? He doesn't mind. Thanks, Aki. Aki nods, still hiding his face from us. Of course he doesn't mind. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. Please don't compare us to kidnappers. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if someone saw you two doing that, misunderstand and decide to call the cops on you. Jun-kun, not you too. I know I would have. Hey! Oh, come on! It's clear that he's my brother. Anyone could see that. Look at the family resemblance. That just makes it even worse. What? How is it worse? I don't know. It's kind of creepy. Ow. What? Aki reaches his arm up, giving me a few taps on the back of my head. Hang on. It looks like he froze again. Gonna need to restart. Haha, very funny. If we had to restart his head every time it's frozen, then we'd have to glue down the reset button. Was that supposed to be funny? I don't know. You thought gonna need to restart was funny. I'm having a hard time following this conversation. When I look to the side, I see that both June and Keisuke are giving us weird looks. I'm not even bothering to follow it anymore. I'm just waiting for them to finish talking so we can go somewhere else. All right. We're sorry. Can we just drop this subject already? Saya puts a hand to her chin, as if she were thinking very hard about something. Well, I guess I can always yell at you two whenever. Sure. Consider it dropped. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the info desk to tell them the results of the match. Alright. How about we go out to eat at a nearby restaurant? Finals are only going to be starting at 2 p.m. Oh, sure, sounds good. Wait for me at the entrance? Sure, we'll be there. Alright. Try to think of a place for us to eat while I'm going there. Before I can walk away with the others, Keisuke grabs my arm and pulls me aside. Hang on. I need to talk to you. Oh, sure. What's up? I'm a bit confused as to why he couldn't say whatever it is he needed to say while everyone else was here. He pauses for a few seconds, pursing his lips, but then slowly begins to talk. I want to give you some information on your opponent. There's some stuff I think would do you good if you knew. Oh, that? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've watched videos of his matches so many times already. I know everything I need to know. He shakes his head sideways. You don't, really. I've also studied his videos lots of times, but I never really noticed some stuff. I'll be fine. Look, just take my word for it, okay? What's the harm in hearing me out? I don't know. It feels kind of underhanded to get information from his previous opponent. Keikun sighs, rubbing the bridge of his nose with a furrowed brow. Well, do as you like then. If you don't want to hear me, then that's just fine. Just don't complain later that you lost because you were caught by surprise. Do you really think this guy could beat me? Well, it's just that... Come on, be honest here. Yes, I do think he could beat you. And not just in tennis no matches 100% way. I really can't tell who'd win. I think it'll be really close. That's... I wasn't expecting that. Honestly, I had a bad feeling watching the recordings, but I thought it was just that. A feeling. If I think logically, that guy didn't even look like he was good enough to beat Keisuke. Alright. I guess there's no harm in hearing what you have to say. But can we do this quickly? I don't want to keep the others waiting. Sure. I'll try to be brief. Okay. So, the first thing you need to keep in mind. In the end, his brief explanation ended up taking over 15 minutes. Shuichi had to come back to look for us, at which point he just cut off in the middle of a sentence and refused to speak about it with the others around. So much for briefing. Well, I guess I did manage to get some useful information. And I think that's probably where I'll call this one, because a 10x match is going to take a while. I don't remember how long, but it's not going to be brief. So, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you next time. Bye.